Scholars! My name is Miss James and I'm here to help you with your first grade skills lessons. Today we're on Skills 2, Lesson 11. Our objectives are to identify nouns that name places, identify sound spellings, read some new tricky words, decode and sort words, and read with purpose and understanding and answer some questions. Let's get started. First, we're going to work on those nouns. We're talking about nouns that name places. I'm going to say a phrase and I want you to tell me which word is the noun that names a place. Are you ready? The first phrase is the red house. Which word is a noun? The red house. House is a noun that names a place. Good job. What about the tall mountains? The mountains are a noun. That is a place. The calm ocean. Which word is a noun that names a place? The calm ocean. That's right. The ocean is a place you can go. The wide street. Which word is a noun? The wide street. The word street is a noun. A street is a place. The narrow path. Which word is a noun that names a place? The narrow path. That's right. A path is a place, somewhere you can go. You can go on a path. Two more. The cave is small. Which word is a noun that names a place? The cave is small. If you said cave, you got it. A cave is a place you can go to. Last one. The path is crooked. Which word is a noun that names a place? The path is crooked. A path again. Path is a place. Great job practicing nouns. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's see what we've got next. We're going to do some more practice with that magic letter E. Remember, when we add the magic E, it changes the sound of the vowel. Here we have hop and Alakazam. What do we have now? Now the vowel team, OE, makes this word hope. The O says its name because of the magic E. Let's try a couple more. Here we have slop and Alakazam. What do we have now? We've got that vowel team again, E, O, E together. Makes the O say its name. So this one is slope. Here we have rip and Alakazam. What do we have now? Now we have vowel team IE, making the I say its name, ripe. One more. Here we have hid And Alakazam. What word do we have now? Now we've changed hid to hide. It's that I-E vowel team again. The magic E makes the I say its name. Next, we're going to look at some tricky words. We have 3 new tricky words today. This first tricky word, if you sounded it out, might say ah, but that's not quite right. Here, the O says its name. So this word is so. Repeat after me. So. One more time. So. And this tricky word is kind of the same. The O says its name, so it's not n-ah, it's no. Repeat after me. No. No. And one more tricky word for us to review. This one is some. It doesn't look how it sounds. It sounds like there should be an but there's not. It's S-O-M-E. Say it with me. Some. One more time. Some. Let's read all 3 of these tricky words. Repeat after me. So. No. Some. Great job. Give yourselves a little round of applause. And we've got a new story to read for today. Before you begin the story, there is an activity page for you to work on that has you sorting some sounds. We'll take a quick look before we look at our story. Here on 11.1, you're sorting the sounds ah from the sounds oh. So on your page, you'll put the words that say ah on this side, the left, and the words that say oh, put on the right side. And there's an example to help you. Hop and hope. Make sure to cross the words off as you go so you don't use them twice. Now let's go to the story. Let's look at our grand reader. Today we've got another new story. The story is called The Tape. The Tape is on page 42. Before we begin, I want to tell you a little bit about tapes. Before CDs and DVDs, MP3s, and other music players, people listened to music on something called a cassette tape. Have you ever seen a CD before? A CD is a round disc that you can play music from. Your parents might have some CDs in the car. You probably listen to a lot of music off a phone now. But before we had that, we used tapes. Tapes were a rectangle. And just like a CD, you had to put them in something to play music. People played the tape on a tape player or a tape deck. In today's story, Gran and Jen listened to a cassette tape with a type of music called jazz. Raise your hand if you've heard of jazz music before. Let's get started. Before we read, let's look over a couple of words that have the A sound. Repeat after me. Tape, shades, and a couple words that have the O sound. Those. Note. These are words we might see in today's story, so we want to look at them before we start so they don't trip us up when we get to them. We've got a few vocabulary words too. The first one is tape deck. Now, I just told you that a tape deck was the thing that you put a tape in to make it play the music. A tape was something like a CD that you would play music on. Jazz is a type of music. Notes are different tones you hear in the music. You might have heard your fine arts teacher or your music teacher talk about notes before. And shades, that's just another word for sunglasses. Today, we're going to read the story The Tape together, and we want to find out whether or not Gran and Jen like to listen to jazz. The tape. Remember, while I'm reading, you read with me. Gran, Jen asks, "What is that?" "This is a tape deck," Gran says, "and in it is a tape with some songs sung by my Gran. On the tape, Gran's Gran sings a jazz song. At the end, she sings, 'Pip, pip, ting-a-ling-a-ling.' I like those notes she sings at the end," says Jen. "So do I," says Gran. Remember, when you see an exclamation part, you want to say something like you're excited. "Gran," says Jen, "we can act like we are in the band and sing the song." "Okay," says Gran. "Run and get a dress. I will grab those shades I like." See, they have shades or sunglasses on. Gran and Jen dress up. Then they sing the song. At the end, they sing, "Pip, pip, ting-a-ling-a-ling." Now let's look back at that question. Do you think that Gran and Jen liked to listen to jazz? I think they did. They dressed up and started dancing around and singing. I only do that if I like to listen to something. What about you? Let's see what other questions we have for today. Who is singing on the tape that Gran has? Who did Gran say was singing on that tape? I remember Gran said it was her Gran that was singing on the tape. That means her grandmother. What type of music did Gran's Gran sing on the tape? What was that music called again? That's right, it was called jazz music. Good job. What did Gran and Jen do at the end of the story? They dressed up in dresses and some cool shades and danced around to the music. And we said they did that because they liked it. Because you wouldn't dance around to music that you don't like. We've come up with some different words to describe Gran at the beginning. We said she was adventurous because she went to different places. After listening to today's story, is there any other words you could use to describe Gran? One word that came to my mind is fun. She seems like she would be a lot of fun. And maybe she's musical. She seemed to like the music a lot. Now, when you look at your page for today, 11.2, use this story to answer the questions. Once you've answered the questions on 11.2, you're all done for today. Great work, and I'll see you tomorrow.